Lived a man, strong of faith, strong in belief, was Fernán, Count Fernán. With his sword of steel, men of truth, and men of might, for Fernán went to fight, and the right to be free. One dream is what he prayed for, to free Castile from the Moor. To this valley green he led men whose blood soon would stain it red.
This is 10th century Spain, a handful of small nations living in hatred and envy and sporadically at war with each other. Closest of all Europe to the coast of Africa, they became the doormat for the early Moorish invasions. The Moors, most ferocious and most powerful fighters of the world of that time, swept over Spain like an engulfing tide, and by rape and slaughter struck fear into all Europe. Only the tiny Christian kingdoms of Leon and Navarre provided resistance against further northern penetration. These kingdoms, united temporarily by the marriage of the sister of King Sancha of Navarre to the King of Leon, maintained an uneasy peace. But it always lay like a powder keg, awaiting only the fuse to blow it up. The tiny province of Castile bore the brunt of these many years of bloodshed, intrigue, and plunder. Governor of Castile was Diego González, the Count of Lara. He ruled by paying tribute to the Moors in gold and human lives, and by being a subject to Leon. His younger brother, Fernán González, unable to tolerate these conditions, left the court. His beliefs, well known to his people, were that men should fight and die rather than live without freedom, a feeling new to this age of oppression. And so, hidden away to avert civil war, he lived with his friend, the peasant Geronimo, in the mountains of Oca. And since this story is true, I, Gerafan, will tell all of it to you.
See that, Geronimo? An axe can be a good friend.
An axe is for peasants.
Sword or axe, what counts as the result? What's wrong with you?
Huh. What's wrong with me? It's the same story. Doesn't it ever trouble you, living like this, hidden away from God and man?
God knows where to find me.
Yeah. You've been in these woods far too long for a Castilian. 3 years. Now things are even worse in Castile. Leon on one side, Navarre on the other, and the Moors in the south.
That always happens when a border country becomes weak. This tree is my symbol. Even with the branches divided and stretching out to the sky, it's strong because it's joined together. Each part stronger because it's welded into a single unit. This is my belief. One man to unite the land against the Moorish barbarians, put an end to their invasions and make one Christian kingdom. But feeling this way, I cannot go back, make more trouble for my people. Nor can I bow my head. Say yes when the answer is no. Be a servant to the court of Leon. No. Castile is in chains. Here, I'm free to forget.
Your brother will die one day.
Then the Castilians will do whatever is right.
They'll call you.
Will they? If Castile do not inherit the leadership, I can only win it with the strength of my arm.
You will win, Fernando. Winds from the west. That means plenty of game on the other side of the mountain. See, you trap different animals different ways. It's the same with men. Of course, I'm not as clever as you are, but you have to use your head. Even if it's only to cover it with a squirrel cap. The insignia of Navarre.
The banners of the family of King Sancha.
Get down, hide. They mustn't see us.
Let them.
Come back, they'll kill you!
Halt!
What have we here? Hunters? On the scent of sparrows?
Castilians, on the scent of rats.
Rats, are we? Well, you want to learn, don't you? Now, let's see how brave you are.
Hold, Cavaliers! In God's name, you don't know who you're attacking!
Be quiet. I command you.
Well, the Castilians are brave, are they? They don't look so brave to me.
Let's see what color Castilian blood is.
Halt! The Infanta of Navarre commands you. Help me down. Excuse my cavaliers. They are warriors, not courtiers.
Senora, let us continue on our way. The road is long, and your Aunt, Queen Teresa, will be impatient. Must we spend another night in Castile?
How far to Leon's frontier?
The reach of a bell's toll, 2 leagues.
The road is bad, Senora. In a moment, darkness will descend upon us. We must find shelter. Do you know of a place?
The town of Lara isn't far, but you'll find no welcome there for Navarrese.
Pay no attention, Senora. He speaks that way only because the lords of Lara now rule Castile.
Only Rodrigo. The other one, still waiting.
Who is the other?
Fernán González.
I would rather spend the night here. Captain, have our tents prepared.
A love was born when their eyes first met. A love so warm that they could not forget. Inside awoke a dream too long asleep, a dream that now was theirs to keep. Her gentle voice spoke and it began, and soon it echoed far across the land. From both their hearts a lonely part was torn, that moment when a love was born. This was their destiny. Fate had said this would be. And so it is, and will always be, a love that lives through all eternity, a flame that now and will forever show that tender moment love was born.
I prefer that roof, too. There's no room for pride under the sky. I'd like to hold all those stars in this hand.
You talk like a minstrel. No, like a king.
I am a king. King of the woods. King of deer. Captain of the hawks. Emperor of the owls. There. It's just like a newborn river.
Someone said that life is like a river, flowing to the sea. The end, death.
Too morbid. Another said, rivers are like lovers when they meet. They become inseparable.
With space for drowning between your side of the river and mine.
No drowning. I swear.
Save us, Senora. We are free of guilt.
Senor, you know me. I am Peribanius, infant son of Medina. She and I are in love, but the law steals her from my side to deliver her to Covarrubias.
The tribute of the 100 maidens. Each year, 100 Castilian maidens are given to the Moors. A coward's peace.
peace at that price is too expensive.
There she is.
Hold, Castilians. That woman is now protected by the church. You must not stand in the way of Castilian law.
Unleash the dogs.
What is going on here, Senora?
These hunters were tracing a heron, and they've lost it.
Senora, the king your father ordered me to guard your safe return to Navarre. Forgive me for having slept, though it does not excuse your absence.
Withdraw, Castilians. It's dawn. A bad time to go hunting.
Come with me to the next village. You will be safe there. Should we never see each other again?
We will, Senora. If Navarre does not come to me, I will come to Navarre.
Come.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful woman is more powerful than a herd of horses.
Brothers, God has taken our leader up unto himself into heaven. So now let us all pray for Fernán González, our beloved new count, wherever he may be.
No welcome from these people.
I was told that they were savages.
I would not swear they do not bite.
Give me some coins, Doña Guillermo.
Are those Castilians?
They've lost their minds. But they've been tamed by that miracle maker, Friar Servando.
Well, what has happened to our Castilians? Why should there be such a greeting? They hate Navarre, and they did not expect me.
Who needs Navarrese coins?
Don't touch them. They're Navarrese.
Keep your coins. Go back to Navarre.
Look at her. Does she think we want to see her?
No more tribute!
insignia of Castile.
Get out before we throw you out.
Thank God you have come back, senor. I've traveled all Castile preaching. Everywhere they swear loyalty to their new lord.
The new lord?
Your brother Don Rodrigo is dead.
His last words were, Fernando was right.
God be with you.
Senor, I've just arrived from Burgos. Counts, princes, clergymen, all are fighting for the leadership left vacant by the death of your brother.
You must go there, too. God is on your side.
Lara's leader must be Castile's leader.
Long live the Count of Lara!
You need fear nothing, senor. The church will protect this woman.
Long live Fernán González! Long live the new judge of Castile!
The charcoaler, judge and governor of Castile.
Fernán González.
At your service, Infanta of Navarre. If I become the Count of Castile, there are two things I must do. Defeat the Moor, and go to Navarre to see you.
I will see you. But only after you have put an end to the tribute of the 100 maidens.
Agreed. When shall we meet again? Give me a time.
There is no date, but the king's will. For myself, I await the Count of Castile.
Fernán González!
Senor,
Senor, why not say friend?
we were looking for you in the mountains. At Burgos is the body of Castile, and you must be the head.
We must win over those who oppose your election.
We will, Inigo. We will, Gustius. But we must go to Covarrubias first. The Moors are waiting.
Are you crying, Senora?
Yes, Doña Guiomar. I am.
this one? Ah, they look better than last year's.
Atulaki! Inshi, Atulaki!
Work, Geronimo.
Yes, Fernando. But only because we caught them with other things on their minds.
Like bonfires, and bury the dead.
I'll keep it as a remembrance.
Let that flag fly all night. Not to forget that a single victory will not win a war.
This is a difficult time for Castile. Leon rules us. Navarre wants to attack us.
Abderrahman and his Moors are preparing to invade Castile before spring.
And all we do is talk and discuss. Words, words. It is important that we find the right man to rule Castile. And soon.
Even though Lara has been ruling Castile for years, this gives no rights to you or Fernán González.
Fernán González has no hereditary rights.
I am trying to find the best. And he?
Fernán González. How did he get here? What's this for him? You think he's going to take over our meeting? I thought he disappeared.
Welcome, Count of Lara.
Thank you, Don Nuno. Excuse my delay. You see, there were a few things that detained me.
In the woods?
In Covarrubias. Wasn't it in Covarrubias where Castile had to deliver 100 of its most beautiful maidens to the Moors? Well, I complied with your orders. However, I made a slight change. I collected 100 maidens for Castile. I knew you would not want me empty-handed.
Endangering our very lives.
Walking the Moors, making a stupid blunder.
That is the problem, Cavaliers. You've never dared to make such blunders. What have you ever done for Castile? Nothing, no resistance. Only obey the Moors' demands. I have cauterized the wound with fire. I am not here to beg or try to convince you. Neither Castile nor I needs you. I came to let you decide. Castile needs a fighter.
You!
A free man, able to free Castile.
Fernán González.
Fernán González!
Here is our man. Do you still doubt it?
Fernán González! Fernán González! A real fighter!
Fernán González!
Fernán González!
Fernán González, Judge and Governor of Castile.
This is the sword of Nuño Rasura, first Castilian judge. A sword to be stained only with the blood of honor. We of Burgos present it to you. Use it well against our enemies. Honor it, Fernán González, as did your family.
I accept the sword and all it means. But you men of Castile must accept my command. No conditions. That does not mean I will not listen. I can use good advice. I propose this. A message to the Kingdom of Leon. Their laws will no longer be obeyed by Castilians. A message to Navarre. Drop hostilities. Our only desire is solid friendship. And a message to the Moors in Cordoba. No more tribute. No more maidens.
Renegades are many. We are few and badly armed.
If we provoke Abdurrahman, Castile will perish. They'll kill us all.
There is only the one way. Abdurrahman must be defeated. If we must lose, then this will be our death, Castilians. Nobody will stand in our way.
The Moors are not very hospitable. There is no welcome for us. They even built the doors of your castle, Nuño.
Danke.
The Moors love the sights of Castile.
Take the horses. Thank you, Maria, and the others. In this war, we must all fight as we can. Come, we have more work to do.
Senor, the tribute of the 100 maidens has been broken in Castile.
That sounds like a challenge. The Castilians have a bad leader. Who is it?
Fernán González, a young man.
And too inexperienced.
Senor.
What are you hesitating about?
He has ambushed and killed over 1,000 of our soldiers. He attacks at night and runs.
Like a cowardly dog.
And Pancorbo has been captured.
Our biggest fortress. How?
Under huge black smoke covering, the Castilians attacked unseen.
Sir, your castle is guarded by the bishop and the knight.
The young Count of Castile thinks he can fight me at night. Well, we too know how to fight, night or day. I will deal with him in my way. He will regret his actions. But not until spring.
I will go to Castile when the roses bloom. Leon will come next, then Navarre, and France.
You frighten me, senor.
The worst we can get is death. The best, 7 kingdoms. Move.
It is said there is no water in Castile. It is like a desert.
We will make a garden out of it. Move.
And now Fernán González arranged to see the King of Leon, legal ruler of Castile. But he didn't know that Sancha, Infanta of Navarre, was still there visiting her aunt. Nor did she believe she would ever see him again.
You cannot allow your subjects to take you for a weakling and let the Count of Castile ignore you. He has broken the tribute of the 100 maidens, has declared war on the Moors, and is endangering the Christian kingdoms.
To put an end to that shameful tribute was a just decision.
But he acted without asking your advice. I know he will not stop until he destroys us. Our kingdom, Leon.
Nonsense. He can't cause me any problems. Besides, it is better to be tolerant with a foe as determined as the Count.
Your father killed the 6 best cavaliers in Castile.
My father was weak. Weak people use violence because they lack authority. Do not worry too much, my dear. I have called Count Fernán González here in order to find out his intentions.
Ooh.
I would be naive not to know what you wish, senor. But you cannot come to Leon to seek personal favors.
How can we go on living under ancient laws? Laws brought to Spain and enforced on us by you. We wish to be governed by our own laws.
In our council, you may say anything you please, but remember, people like to hold on to their traditions. I know I face the same problems. Whenever I want to change anything, they make it as difficult as moving those mountains.
I would rather stop being a king if I had no authority. In Castile, I command.
That is because they need you. I am not that necessary in my kingdom. They disregard the South. They consider themselves too safe. The only thing they're interested in is Navarre's friendship. After all, that is where I found my wife. But the Moor is another thing, the real danger. They will not stop until all our provinces are conquered.
Abdurrahman has a powerful army. He will attack us first, and if we go down, no one will survive. Neither Navarre nor Leon. I propose a triple alliance. Against that, Abdurrahman would never dare start a war.
State your price.
The independence of Castile.
I cannot afford that.
Then I must fight for it.
Ooh.
My niece, the Infanta of Navarre. Fernán González, Count of Castile. I am convinced. But what about Navarre? How can you convince them?
By means of a marriage. Does that surprise you, senor? Say, cavalier, thou who through all wars have lived, whether thy horse, thy spur, and that star have such beauty. No, neither the spur, nor the war, nor the star are as beautiful as you are. This is a different sky. If you close your hand, you would hold embattlements instead of stars. Does this not depress you, senora? In Leon, even the sky is fortified.
Count of Castile.
The Count of Castile is closer to you than a charcoaler.
Maybe further apart.
No, listen. My first official action was
to erase an offense against women and love. I know.
the second. Take this message with you. Tell your father, King Don Sancho, I want peace. War will only be against the southern pagan. Add this to your message. The day Fernán González becomes rich and powerful, that day he will go to Navarre to claim their princess.
You must know, my dear brother, that the intention of Fernán González is to widen his frontier into Leon and your kingdom. The Count is skillful and has inclined your daughter Sancha to him. Do not let him deceive you with reasons of love, which only hide his ambitions in politics. Teresa.
I'll show the Count of Castile what it means to be ambitious. My son, you'll be king during my absence.
Father, Fernán González has done nothing against us.
Quiet. A king's decision is final. You may be fooled, but we know his motive.
King Sancha of Navarre invaded Castile first at Corella and took over the castle of Don Gonzalo to await the reaction of Fernán González. Count Fernán had a very deep sorrow. He rode alone in the shadow. He went to the cold mountain, the mountain where autumn never ends. Under the frozen stars, under the moon he walked. There was love on one side. Castile was on the other. 3 times he offered peace. 3 times he was rejected.
They call me Sancho the Drunkard, because they say that Bacchus, the god of wine, rules Navarre, and that's a lie. If I didn't drink, how could I be Magister Angelicus of wine? Whatever that means.
It means that you're a master of the science of wines, but not the wisdom of its use.
Well, you speak well, Monsignor. My cousin, the Count of Toulouse, thinks that French wines are better than Spanish wines. But this wine is for peace. It dissolves the blood. Isn't that right, Don Gonzalo?
It depends upon the heart of the person who is drinking the wine.
Oh, that's a funny remark for a tavern keeper. You've been a perfect host. Now I'll be a perfect guest. I'm going to take all of your wines back to Navarre with me.
Sire, messengers have arrived from Castile. They bring news from Count Fernán González.
Let them come right in here.
Welcome.
We thank you, King Sancho, for your welcome. However, we expect a more proper welcome from Gonzalo Diaz, governor of this castle.
Welcome, my friends, although the occasion is rather unfortunate.
Is impertinence a virtue with you, Castilians?
On the contrary, sir, we mean to be sincere and honest.
On all sides, we are threatened. We are the smallest corner of Spain. Yet, you treat us like a dangerous viper. One day, we must revolt. Yet Castile wants peace.
3 times my lord requested peace. 3 times he was rejected. You have sacked our villages and hamlets. Therefore, Fernán González, Count, Judge, and Governor of Castile, challenges you.
Challenges me? No. Tell the Count his madness amazes me. 4 miserable victories and 4 miserable hamlets. He's lost his mind. Now he wants to lose his head. I'll take care of that tuna. You get out of here. Go on. Get out. Tell the Count I'm on my way. This will give him time to crawl back into his rat hole.
Fernán González is in no hurry, sire. On the contrary, he'll be waiting for you in Valpierre. At your convenience.
At my convenience? All right. Tell him I'll be there.
I think we should set a trap.
No. He's insulted me enough. No ambush. No hiding. We fight his way. Out in the open.
But we're 40 horsemen against 300.
Every Castilian has 2 arms. A weapon in each hand. If we charge bravely, we double our strength. There's no big difference.
The king is mine. The victory is yours. Mine is a personal affair. But you fight for Castile. Don't endanger the victory for my sake. Since I know you, and because I love you, I lost you. And I lost myself. I lost you because a strange abyss that increases in depth every day is between us. I lost myself because I belong to you. And this makes me the most unfortunate prisoner on earth. I suffer in silence. And it is very difficult. I would much rather devote my life to loving you. Then life would not be as painful as it is. You will receive this letter after the battle. If this be my last letter, Senora, know this. I adore you. Should I win this battle, remember, I tried to avoid it. But your father forced it on me. I can neither be a traitor nor a coward. Not even for your sake. God and the Holy Virgin bless you.
Senor, it is dawn.
Take this. Its destination is
Navarre!
Castile!
Castile. You wanted to come to Navarre? Here is Navarre.
Sancha of Navarre is dead.
Bury Navarrese and Castilians together.
We will do for Don Sancho what he would have done for us. In you go, and shroud him with your own hands. Fernán, see that he's dressed in the best clothes. You, physician, embalm him. Gustios, prepare the finest litter, one fitting for a great king and fighter.
My life is more painful than your death, Don Sancho.
sea. Makes me afraid.
We share the same sorrow, my sister. I will avenge his death. I'll excuse your absence, my sister. Castilians, thank you for the respect you have shown a Navarrese king. Leave us now, so that we can pray for the soul you took out of his body.
Don't worry. Your father's death will soon be avenged. The Count of Castile will pay for it. A plague on the Castilians.
I curse the act that brought me here. I curse these hands that have caressed you in my dreams.
They have killed my father, too. When I saw you in the crypt, my mind told me to shout. There is the killer. There is Fernán González.
Your heart and love was stronger.
What was I to do? When I heard your deed sung by the minstrels, then I was proud of you. Now, when they sing of Don Sancho's death, what do you expect? I know you ask for peace, but my father would not listen. Yet, my love for my father says, you must go, senor.
Before I go, I must remove your doubts. I must make you understand.
Listening to you means treason to my people and to myself.
Treason would kill love, too. And this is love. Love makes two persons blend into one. Nothing can stop it. There's nothing we can do. Hatred's another face of love.
This love endangers your life. My country wants vengeance. If only God were on our side.
God helps those who love and believe.
But what about my aunt and the king, my brother? They won't forget as quickly as I do. I'm afraid, senor. I'm afraid and worried for you.
Don't be. My life doesn't matter.
Again, Fernán González rode to León to ask the help of the King of León.
A good way to progress. My niece, the Infanta of Navarre. I don't know whether I like it or not, but you have one more battle to fight with my wife. She'd behead her own niece rather than have her married to a Castilian. And I know she would do it. King Garcia of Navarre is too young. My wife's will is what counts. So you will have to strike a bargain with her.
What about you, senor?
There they go.
So he's been arrogant enough to come here.
He has been kind enough to accept my invitation.
People like that should be whipped.
You hate him, don't you?
You have forgotten. He killed my brother.
I haven't. Here is my decision. You will take care of your affairs, and I will take care of mine.
You must have reasons for marrying my niece.
I do have them.
If you think I will refuse, you are wrong. On the contrary, I shall urge Don Garcia to give his permission. I consent. But I will not bless.
What moves me is love, rather than politics.
You don't have to justify your actions.
I don't try to because I don't need to. However, there is something I want you to know, Senora. All the strength of Navarre and the power of Leon put together would not stop me. This is love, Senora. Do you know the meaning of the word?
At the end of the Council of Leon, after Don Fernán said all that he had to say, this has been the result. From now on, Castile will be ruled by Castilians. They'll widen their frontiers within the Moorish land. The Castilians will stop where Fernán's sword will stop. The Infanta was given by the Navarrese to Count Fernán. King Garcia consented. Wedding stipulations will be held in Tyranny. The Count and his men, unarmed, will come. And so will Don Garcia. With love and understanding, all will meet. In Tyranny. This is what they have promised. Will they comply with it?
Goodbye.
If God does not assist them, they'll behead one another.
Sirueña, we come on a peaceful mission, and not one weapon can be kept.
Look, a hermitage. We can leave our weapons there. Look at him, dreaming. It's a good thing we'll be with him when he signs the contract. Otherwise, he'd give his horse away.
There are two things we must get. Cavalry to fight the Moor, and independence. No more yokes.
You talk of business, while all that takes us to Sirowenia is love.
Let's wake Fernando up.
He won't wake up until he's slept and in good company.
No more such talk.
Like this. Doesn't feel like a wedding.
More like a funeral.
Greetings, Fernán González. Welcome to Sirowenia. Now you'll pay for my father's death. You like this wedding, Count of Castile? Take them, now! I want him alive, but dead will serve too. After him! Don't let him escape!
Santa Maria. Betrayed. Why did you let this happen, Senora? Why? Why? Did she do it? Did she? She chose this place. Told us to come unarmed. Was it the Infanta? Was it?
Count Fernán González! Listen, Count Fernán González. Pay attention. You will escape death if you surrender.
Open the door.
Don't surrender! A bear in a trap still fights. We'll make them pay.
Open the door. Take me, but not my men.
We don't want them.
Castile needs you. Go. Go! You're wasting time. I said, go! You too, Geronimo.
Fernando, senor. We've always fought together. Let me stay. I would rather part with this arm than leave you.
Our country needs you. You have many things to do. Go.
And so Garcia of Navarre imprisoned Fernán González deep inside Navarre at the prison of Peñafiel, where no one was permitted to see him.
Sire, the Count of Castile is imprisoned in Navarre. They are divided. Now is the time to strike.
It is April. Spring is coming.
It is still cold in Castile, senor.
I will order spring to Castile. This will be the first rose. I will give it your name. Zahra.
Castile will be the color of that rose.
And so Abderrahman gathered the largest army ever to be seen in Spain. The fierce Moorish cavalry and foot soldiers moved north into Castile. Their armed might struck fear into all of the conquered provinces. Abderrahman determined to teach the Castilians and the world a lesson they would not soon forget. Ravaged and pillaged everything in his path.
So this is Castile. It is too bad we cannot meet Fernán González here.
Your Highness.
Senora.
This is not a castle for nobility, but a jail.
I want to see the Count of Castile.
Senora, should anything happen to the prisoner, I will be the only one responsible.
Those are the orders of your brother the king, and I am here to reinforce those orders.
I want to see him.
You can return to the court, Captain. Tell His Majesty that his orders are complied with. Energetically. Follow me, Senora. I was given orders, Senora. I can lose my life.
I want to be left alone with him.
You're not real.
Take my hands. It is not a dream. And my lips, to be certain.
Yes, my darling, it is true.
Forever, my love. Forever. We can leave now. All is prepared.
Escape!
No, sir. No, sir!
Castile, the forces of Fernán González were disorganized and dispirited without their leader. The Castilians were unable to offer any real resistance and could only retreat from pueblo to pueblo, leaving the Moors to do as they wished.
You set me free, but now you two are a fugitive. From your own brother, your country. Not loving me has cost you.
I would pay twice the price, willingly.
But what can I give you in return? Exile, blood, wars, and in the end, perhaps death at the hands of the Moors.
It doesn't matter. I prefer death with you to life without you.
The air of Castile, it smells good.
I want him back in my hands at any price. I'll lock my sister in a convent. She'll wish she were in hell.
Senor, nothing on the road to France.
Be damned to both of them.
It is almost dark. Your pace has been too slow.
We have been waiting for you since dawn.
Waiting for me?
Castile is about to perish.
The Caliph Abdurrahman is in Hazinas. The slaughter has been terrible.
Who are you?
We are Christian cavaliers.
Canyon, senor.
That is where they will make their stand.
To stay here means death. The Carazo Canyon is our only defense.
Gustios is right. It is our last hope.
Our last bulwark. And also it is the only way for the Moors to reach the heart of Castile.
It doesn't matter where we die. Let us bare our claws and fight them here.
We can only depend on God's help to defeat Abdurrahman.
Everybody has different opinions, which means that no one knows what to do.
We need our leader. Without him, we are lost.
Hold, cavaliers. We can't let him down. This time, he needs us.
Fernán did not know that his two companions were Santiago, patron saint of Spain, and Milan, patron saint of Castile. Together they rode to the armored city of Hazinas, the last stronghold before Carazo Pass, the tiny canyon providing the only gateway through the mountains to Boreas and the heart of Castile.
Fernán González is back!
Thank God you're alive.
My brothers, the final year has come.
I wish I knew what to do now.
The first thing should be to meditate. We might all die tomorrow.
Who are you to tell us what to do?
My name is Milan, and I come from La Cogolla.
Iago is my name. I was born far away from here, very close to where the Lake of Tiberias lies.
That is Jerusalem.
Exactly, Senora.
The Christian soldiers are shepherds. That is why they fight in the mountains. We will wait for them in the valley. At this point, here our cavalry will close on them, pinch them. I place all my faith on my horsemen. We Arabs are half men, half horse. We will open the way to the canyon of Carazo.
Senor, but what about the infantry?
Let the Christians use their infantry. The Islamic warrior fights on horseback.
There is one thing we cannot overcome. They have too many horses.
What do we do about it?
Deprive them of their horses.
Fine! How do we convince the Moors to let us take them away?
There is a way. Instead of men, we'll send animals.
Animals?
Frightened animals. Stampeding animals.
An excellent idea.
Of course. Why didn't I think of it? Arabs are terrified of certain animals.
As Allah wills it. Our enemy is clever.
If God protects Castile today, I'll build a kingdom out of this corner. An empire out of this kingdom. The price for this empire is your kiss.
Here is that kiss. But remember, you must come back to me, so I can kiss you again. I can only help you by praying.
The prayers of the woman you love are as strong as an additional army. It's enough.
Here with us is the strength of Castile. Peribañez and his soldiers, with the insignia of the circles of Medina. Gustios from Covarrubias, with his men following the insignia of the wolf cubs. Gonzalo and his fighters, with the insignia of the three hooks. Inigo from Pancorvo and his mountain men who fight in the rocks like birds of prey.
once divided land came a man to free Castile, here to face the Arabs still in the valley of the sword. So strong was his belief. One kingdom there should be, that down this valley green he led men whose blood would stain it red in the valley of the sword. Few in number, but their hearts are strong with truth and might, riding forward into battle for one cause they fight. Though their faces show no fear, still death is
Father,
everywhere.
can the saints come down to earth?
What a miracle.
Why do you ask that, Senora?
I don't know, Father. I don't know.
And soon throughout this land they'll speak of but one man. Count Fernando is his name. From his faith will come a Spain in the valley of the sword.
Brother, God sent you at the right time.
Yes, the right time to undo your wrong. Fernán González will get what he deserves. The infidels will take care of him. As for you, I will...
Listen. Once you betrayed my love, and now you want to kill me. But remember, your name will be spoken about from village to village. Like another Cain.
King Garcia, your sword has a much better use. How can they be in two places at one time?
Follow me. I'm going to explain the way men fight. There below, Fernán González will decide not only the destiny of Castile, but of all the kingdoms. Those poorly armed soldiers are the Castilian army. That is all they have, but they will serve as bait.
An insignificant bait for an abderman.
Insignificant? The best Castilian horsemen, plus your Navarrese.
Navarrese? Mine? Not while I live. I will never allow my soldiers to fight with Castilians, but against them.
Forget your hatred for Christian love. Remember where your duty lies. In God's name, forget your pride. Go and do battle.
How do you dare?
Because truth is always true, be it for kings or for beggars.
Halt! Halt!
There they are, cavaliers. With only a third of that strength, they could still defeat us. told you that? Your own intuition?
Castile will receive reinforcements.
From heaven, perhaps. Castile is forgotten. Pray.
That's excellent advice. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Kingdom come,
thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread.
For Navarre!
Of Navarre. And look who's with him. His entire Navarrese cavalry. You're right. The devil must be behind this.
Or the saints. Look over there.
They are cavaliers from Leon.
Here we are, the entire family.
Come back! Come back! It's a trap! It's a trap!
Sire, you are needed here.
This land will never be ours. Captain.
Sire.
Gather the troops for the retreat.
their standard! The battle's over!
Senor, your victory.
Geronimo, my brother! Geronimo.
My eyes no longer see you, Fernando. But I know it is you. I taught this hand how to use the axe. Do you remember, Fernando? Do you remember our big tree in the woods?
This tree is my belief. One man to unite the lands against the Moors.
And this one is you. I won't be able to go back to our woods with you, Fernando. But God, let me stay until the end with you, Fernán González, Count of Castile, King.
Sancha, once I told you that someday, for a kiss, I would build an empire. Today is that day.
Fernán. Farewell, Cavalier Milan. Farewell, Cavalier Santiago. Farewell, Geronimo. To you we owe Castile.
Great were the wedding celebrations. It was a new history that started. From the smallest part of the Spanish soil, a kingdom was born.
A love was born when their eyes first met. A love so warm that they could not forget. Inside awoke a dream too long asleep, a dream that now was theirs to keep. Her gentle voice spoke and it began, and soon it echoed far across the land. From both their hearts a lonely part was torn, that moment when a love